The first concept here was we need a children's village, and let's teach sustainability. Let's call it a children's sustainability village. I had a nice graduate class of a number of different disciplines, particularly interior design, landscape architecture, and construction management. The students worked collaboratively, but they each had something in mind that they were going to do research on. So I recall Joy was an interior design student, and she said, I want to work on the concept of a building that teaches. And so she did some nice investigation on the kinds of signage that would work well throughout the children's village and the gardens and so on.
Do you want to show us quickly your favourite spots in the garden?
Well, it's hard to say a
just
favorite
take us
spot,
for a
but
tour.
let's do this. This is what I call the birthday butterfly. Yeah, but this fundamentally teaches kids that the sun moves, that the sun has different angles, that there's different day lengths. This is an amphitheater. This is a series of places where we plan to put up different kinds of walls, some whimsical, some practical, some historical. The idea is to show different types of walls, and there'll be new walls coming in and old walls taken out.
But there are also programs that are put on including the public, and so it's not an artist comes in and solely builds the wall alone. It's grandma and her grandchildren get together, and they knead together the straw and mud and dirt and soil, and they throw the balls of cob to each other and throw the cob onto the wall. And they cut the sod and roll the sod and stack the sod. And so it's very participatory. It's not a passive installation. It's, you get your hands dirty and you have fun doing it. And the least mess is at your house, it's someplace else.
And they're learning.
My background is in education. And for a long time, I knew I never wanted to spend time in a formal classroom. I thought that would be too restricting.
Herb and Mark decided they wanted social interaction. To make this thing really work good, you've got to have everybody, 5 different hands, turn all these on, and then you really get everything spinning. So this creates a need for cooperation, communication. Then the water lands in that stock tank, it fills to the top, then disappears, and it pops up over in that spiral. You can see the water coming out. That's kind of a Rube Goldberg. And you can actually get enough water in that spiral to float a boat down to the pond. This has been my life's work pretty much. After building this children's village, that's what really gives me hope for the future. Botanic gardens forever were places for old people. And we broke the mold of the Botanic Garden by making it a community-based Botanic Garden. But we still were missing the future generation. So when we opened this place, it's just uplifting to hang out here and see kids learning processes that you can learn through gardening, horticulture, and at a children's garden. And to have ours be based on sustainability is something the world really needs.
September 23rd of 2009, all of our vegetables were planted directly in the ground. And then September 24th, because we have these hand pumps, kids really like to water. And so everything drowned. And so that very first winter, one of the first priorities was to build these raised beds that would allow for the plants to be overwatered, drain well, and still be able to flourish.
This is the solar pump, which is way more efficient. Windmills are going to disappear from the landscape of America in the next 20 years. And this is the water wheels, which is one of the earliest forms of power that man had developed for a variety of work.
It's amazing how little water it needs.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot. It really gets going.
Oh, the Archimedes wheel.
Archimedes, yeah. So sustainability 3rd century BC, which is way more fun than sustainability current. That's how it works. You can see like
and typically if there's 4 kids standing on the raft, one will jump from the edge, and the raft will move a little bit, and the second kid will jump, will move a little bit. Third kid will jump, will move a little bit more. And then the 4th kid gets wet. They learn to be first, though. First-time visitors wear shoes. Second-time visitors wear rain boots.
I saw one of the engineers last year in Nebraska, about an hour away from here. And I said, "Do you ever get down there?" And he said, "Are you kidding me? My kids want to go every weekend." So that's, I think, a nice result.
Yeah, proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.